Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another Gala Games price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the latest developments that have been happening here on the Gala Games chart, which at the time of this recording has managed to lose a key area that is a key high at around the $0.05574 mark. We have also lost the 20-day MA, meaning it's now acting as resistance, but Gala Games has also continued to obey the Elliot wave structures. And before I get further into the technical analysis, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership. And allow me to start the video here on the 4-hour chart by first giving you a recap of what has been happening before I give you my short-term scenarios. And you can see that Gala Games, from these top prices that had been trading within, we saw a very nice bounce to the upside, obeying this Elliot wave structure where we have the wave 5 making its high at around the $0.0574 mark. And after seeing that Elliot wave structure play out, the wave 5 completed an even larger Elliot wave count 1 to the upside, and after seeing the formation of a larger Elliot wave count 1, whatever we expect next is a corrective structure in the formation of a larger Elliot wave count 2, and using the Fibonacci's connecting them from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, that gave me a minimum retracement area in the formation of that wave 2 between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.618. And you can see we saw this ABC corrective structure having the wave C seeing a reaction of the fib level 0.382 before we started a very nice bounce to the upside in what we could term as the formation of that wave 3, and sketching out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of these larger Elliot wave count 3 using the trend based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $0.01624 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting Gala Games to do on the long term, on the short term scenarios in the formation of that wave 3. And in the formation of that wave 3, which is an impulsive wave, we also expected to see a 5-wave structure in formation, having this Elliot wave structure that I have right here in red, where I'm expecting the formation of this wave 5 to fully maximize the formation of that larger Elliot wave count 3 to the upside. And getting a little bit into the details of the formation of this Elliot wave structure right here in red, so that I can give you the short-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out. You can see that we have made the high for that first wave, and using the Fibonacci's connecting them from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, that gave me a minimum retracement area in the formation of that wave 2, which retraced back to the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.618. And after seeing the low for that second wave, whatever we expected next was a bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 3. And in my previous videos I had given you a target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 using a trend based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, and then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave, and that gave me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.07313 mark. And that is the minimum that I will expect Gala Games to do in case we continue pushing even higher, manage to break above the wave 1 high, which at the time of this recording we have lost. Also managed to break above the 20-day MA for us to have the support that we need for us to continue pushing even higher. And since we have lost the wave 1 high, what that means to us is that this wave 3 to the upside has started to lose steam to continue pushing even higher. And because of that, we need to have an alternative move that could play out here on the Gala Games chart, where we could be terming these high that we made at around the $0.06373 mark as the high for that larger Elliot wave count 1 to the upside. So in case we continue seeing lower prices, or maybe see a straight sell off over here, then we could be terming the high that we made at around the $0.06 mark as the high for that first wave to the upside. And after seeing that high, whatever we can expect next is a retracement to the lower side in the formation of that wave 2, and sketching out a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of that wave 2, we can use the Fibonacci's connecting them from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, and that gives me a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of this wave 2 between the fib level level 0.382 and the fib level 0.618, and I can mark that target area here on the charts like that, which lies between the $0.04474 mark and the $0.03359 mark. And in case that move plays out, and once we see the low for that wave 2, then we can expect another bounce to the upside in the formation of these larger Elliott wave count 3, and also have new target areas in the formation of that wave 3. So that is the alternative scenario that we can have here on the Gala Games chart in case we continue seeing lower prices or maybe a straight sell-off into this red target area. But as long as we are holding above the wave 1 high at around the $0.05574 mark, then there are chances of fully maximizing our target area at around the $0.07 mark in the formation of that Elliott wave count 3 to the upside, before we can expect a wave 4 and then a wave 5 to fully maximize the formation of that larger Elliott wave count 3. So those are the short-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out. And taking a look at the indicators before I give you the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, here on the RSI you can see we are trading at around the 46.84 mark, and that means we have massive room for us to support both scenarios to the upper side and also to the lower side in the formation of that larger Elliott wave count 2. And also taking a look at the MACD, here on the MACD we have been able to print a bearish cross, and that means lower prices are still coming our way. And jumping to the daily chart to give you the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, here on the daily chart you can see that I have this Elliott wave structure in red, where from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw a very nice bounce to the upside, making it to an all-time high at around the $0.85 mark in what I'm terming as a larger Elliott wave count 1 to the upside. And after seeing the all-time high, we started the bear market, where we had been seeing lower prices in this ABC corrective structure, which took us back to around the $0.015 mark in what I'm terming as a larger Elliott wave count 2 to the lower side. And after seeing that low, whatever we expect next is a bounce to the upside in the formation of that higher Elliott wave count 3, and that is what I'm expecting on the long-term scenarios. And I also have a target area back to around the fib level 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $1.36 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting Gala Games to do on the long-term scenarios and also on the short-term scenarios. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll be keeping you updated.